What's going on, guys? Coach Horry coming at you with an important topic here. This is more so a mindset topic with regards to your nutrition. All right, so odds are you probably spoke to your coach already, and you should be very much so aligned with what your intentions are, what your goals are, and a major key point in your goals is going to be what you're consuming, what you're eating. Okay. Um, our goal is to make as minimal amount of changes to your nutrition as possible, unless drastic intervention is really required. So what do I mean by this? We probably aren't providing a meal plan. We're probably going through the flexible dieting route. The reason being is because the smaller the changes being applied to your nutrition, the more likely it is that you are going to stick to it. And remember, the best diet is the one you can stick to. Okay. So, what is one tactic? What is one mental cue, one piece of advice that I provide clients is stick to the single ingredient diet. Okay. Very simple. Don't overthink it. The calorie amounts, macronutrient amount, all that should have been established with your coach. But what do I eat? You know? All right, so I'm starting this new program with this coach with the Strength District. What do I eat? All right, think single ingredient foods. So what do I mean by that? All right, don't go to McDonald's and order a Big Mac. Don't have those Cheetos. Listen, if you're reading the ingredients and the ingredients say fructose, lactose, sucrose, metose, utose, wheatose, don't go with that. Okay. Go with something that says, like, for example, what's the main ingredient in rice? Rice. That's it, right? So I'm not saying stay away from something like a salad, like a quinoa salad, which comes with quinoa, vegetables, spinach, peanuts, whatever you may have in it. No, 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 no. I'm not saying stick to one ingredient per meal. I'm saying stick to single ingredient meals. Very simple, very easy tactic, and you will notice how drastic of a change you will see in your nutrition just with this mentality. Um, what does this entail? No fast food. Stay away from fast food. Okay? This is why sit down meals at a restaurant tend to be more expensive than your 4 for at whatever fast food chain restaurant you're going to. Why? Because chances are that sit down meal comes with less processed foods, requires some sort of manual labor in which some chef is putting together a very delicious meal, and requires a lot of time. The reason behind that is because there's value behind that meal, as opposed to quote unquote a value meal, which costs you less than $10. It comes with a lot of processed foods. You'll eat, feel full for an hour or two, and then after that, you'll be hungry again, right? Now, what does that mean? Again, macronutrients should have been discussed with your coach in terms of how much. There's really no such thing as a good or bad food, but if you're following that simple single ingredient food tactic, this is a chart that'll help you decide. Okay, so these are some examples, right? Proteins. Let's break down the importance of proteins. If you need more detail on why proteins are important, talk to your coach. But proteins are composed of amino acids, which have many, many different functions in your body. Okay, but the main function of proteins is for recovery. Odds are, if you're working with the strength district, you're doing some sort of strenuous activity that requires some sort of recovery. So proteins are very, very good in that realm, especially if you incorporate lean meats. Okay. So of course there's protein in beans, there's protein in quinoa, right? But meats tend to have a huge chunk of protein. They tend to carry your percentage of protein. All right. Carbs. Carbs are your fueling energy. Carbs are really good at fueling your day, fueling your body with energy, right? So again, we're aiming for not necessarily good or bad carbs, just if think about it as an opportunity cost, okay? If you had to choose between, let's say, hypothetically speaking, you're limited to 40 grams of carbs in your day, would you rather get it from, I don't know, some French fries, sugar, for example? Would you rather get it from sugar, which is technically it's a carb, but doesn't really come with a lot of more nutritional value. Doesn't really come with other vitamins or other nutrients. Or would you rather get it from whole grain rice, both of which may contain the same amount of sugars? One just comes with a little bit more nutritional value than the other. Vegetables, beans, those are other options that I would go with. Fats, oof. Fats have gotten a lot of heat in the past. I don't know, since we realized that US is really obese. Okay? Fats are actually good for you. Now think to yourself as a rule of thumb for fats, okay? If it's a solid form, in room temperature, stay away. Okay, so I'm talking butters, I'm talking other oils that may be a solid form in room temperature. But some of the best fats come from fish, nuts, avocados, vegetables, and oils. Right. Now there are other components that make these solid in a room temperature state, that make these a solid state in room temperature. But these are also coming with proteins. These are coming with other vitamins, other nutrients. Okay, other nutritional value. Um, but yeah, if you have any questions with regards to what you should be eating, how much you should be eating, again, remember, there's no such thing as good or bad. It's just more so excess or not enough. If you have any question with regards to that, reach out to your coach.